I don't know. I wouldn't like to do all that type stuff, you know.
Right.
Well, in other words, I would like for everything to be a message, because I think that there's still entertainment to be, you know, considered.
What's up, guys? So in talking about the subject of the video that I made a few days ago, why didn't Elvis share his opinions like other entertainers and actors in the 60s, 70s, 80s, you know, and today? Why wasn't he like them? Why didn't he share his thoughts and opinions on these type of subjects? I got a few reasons as to why. Let me show you a few times where he was asked these questions, where the reporters and people tried to get his views on things. Because remember, Elvis was the biggest star. You know, Muhammad Ali was probably second to Elvis, but although he said he was the greatest, I think he was second to Elvis. And, you know, they wanted his opinion also. You got to remember, like Muhammad Ali in boxing, Bill Russell in basketball. You know, it was the trendy thing to speak out against wars and this and that. But like I said, let me have you hear these few things from Elvis's life that you can then begin to make your opinions as to why he didn't. I'll let you know mine. Here's some footage.
What is your opinion of war protesters? And would you today refuse to be drafted?
Honey, I just seem to keep my own personal views about that to myself. Because I'm just an entertainer, and I'd rather not say.
Poverty, a land of plenty.
Well, I think so, if it's the right type of song. I think so, if it's the right type of material.
But you made a couple of
But
songs.
yes, I have. I did, like, in the ghetto, and, I don't know. I wouldn't like to do all that type stuff, you know.
Right.
Well, in other words, I would like for everything to be a message, because I think that there's still entertainment to be, you know, considered. It's a great privilege to do this satellite program, and I'm going to do my best, and all of the people that work with me, to do a good show, which is pure, you know, entertainment. No messages and no this and that. Just try to make people happy for that 1 hour that he comes across. If we do that, well, then I think I've done a job.
All right, guys, so you saw some of that footage there. Now, this is my opinion on why Elvis didn't voice his opinion on these topics that were going on today. So in like this, just like the other athletes, entertainers, all that, they were very vocal in that time period, like Muhammad Ali, Bill Russell in basketball. Elvis didn't want to go down that route. Why is that? For one, I think Elvis was too smart. Some people think it's the Colonel who may have given him the tips, like, Elvis, don't do this because it's not good for your career. Elvis, I believe, you know, he knew that, you know, you're going to alienate a portion of your audience. Elvis would say, I'm just an entertainer. I'd rather not say. You know, the feminism thing going on, and Elvis was more traditional. I think Elvis didn't speak out about these things. Another reason would be that he didn't was because Elvis had a more traditional type thought process and thinking and upbringing. Elvis grew up in the South, and he was very religious. You know, Elvis, you can find out from his girlfriends and his close friends that he, you know, thought that a woman should be at home. He didn't want a career woman, you know. So Elvis isn't going to come out and say this because it's not good PR. It's not trendy at the time. And so I think one of the biggest reasons was because one reason Elvis was too smart to divide his audience like that. And another was, that's why, you know, he didn't get into politics. He didn't say who I'm voting for or not, who you should vote for, like people do today. And, you know, but Elvis had a very big voice, you know. Probably Muhammad Ali was close to him, although I think, you know, Elvis was first. So they wanted to know, what do you got to say, Elvis? It'd sell papers, everything. Elvis wanted to alienate his audience, and Elvis didn't have the views of the current trendy social issues. Feminism, like I said. He was into race, like he would stand up for that, but not publicly, like not make a speech about it. Like the Sweet Inspirations, his backup group. The Houston, when he did the Houston performance, I read allegedly, and I think it's probably true, that they said you can have the colored girls stay home, and Elvis said no, if they don't sing with me, I'm not going. So Elvis stood up for those things. When Martin Luther King was assassinated, Elvis wanted to sing If I Can Dream. So he would make his statements, but they would be through song. The only thing that I've noticed that Elvis would actually voice his opinion on would be God, Jesus, spirituality. He made his gospel albums. He won all of his Grammy performances for gospel. And, you know, he would tell people about God, and he would do it publicly. There was a time where a group of girls on a balcony got up and had the sign, Elvis, you're the king. He said, no, Jesus Christ is the king. So he would talk about God. He wasn't bashful about that. Even as JC's speech, he says, you know, if it's not too far-fetched to believe that these men are help building the kingdom of heaven. So Elvis wasn't shy about that, but he would stay out of politics and, like I said, the type of social issues going on at the time. One, because I think he didn't agree with what they believed, and two, he knew that it's not good for his business, you know, his brand, which was himself. All right, guys, well, hope you liked this little video. Make sure you comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I think you're going to agree with me from the video that I put out a few days ago from the Madison Square Garden press conference where that lady was trying to get him to say something. You know, I think that I've read a lot of your comments and responded to a lot of them too. I think that you guys will probably agree with me in this. And also, don't forget, he didn't dodge the draft. He went into the Army. He was pro-country. You know, you might even say Elvis was a nationalist. But leave your comments below. Tell me what you think about these topics. Check out my Patreon account where you can get exclusive Elvis is the Man content. Some of the things that I can't put on YouTube, like extended versions of videos, podcasts, that sort of thing. And I have a Bible page and a fitness page that I think you might find interesting. So check them out below. And make sure you hit the like button. It helps to grow and expand the channel if you like the content that's been coming out. Hope you have a good rest of your day. And I need to stop spitting. I can see in the sunlight, man. I see every little thing. All right, but we'll talk to you next time.
Just like everybody else did, man. Man, I was tame compared to what they did. I didn't do anything. We just jiggled, you know. Started to do live performances again.
What is your opinion of war protesters? And would you today refuse to be drafted?
Honey, I just want to keep my own personal views about that to myself. I'm just an entertainer, and I'd rather not say.
Do you think other entertainers should also keep their views to themselves?
Are you satisfied with the image?